What's up, Fish Room Fanatics? Back at you with another video. And I've mentioned previously before that I'm going to try to get away from doing the entire fish room, and there are some members that I'm going to be talking to and going out to their fish rooms and checking them out. But I'm going to do just quick synopsises of all of the individual tanks. Not all of them, but some of them that I find to be more amusing and colorful and playful. This is one of them. These are the German blue rams, Microgeophagus ramirezi. And then we have some common bristles in here with them, which those guys need to come out soon. I had picked them up at an auction. They were super colored down. I took a chance thinking I might get something kind of special, and they turned out to be this common. So it is what it is. It happens from time to time. But with all of the different color variations that they have out now, when they color down and they're super stressed out, you really never know what you're going to get. So unless it's like a super red or an albino or something. But the commons tend to lose their color and they get pale. So it could be one of a different color variants. And there's Big Boy. I should say Big Girl. But yeah, we picked those up as a let's see what happens thing, and found out they were commons, and I was like, alright, that's fine. Didn't pay much for them, so it wasn't a big loss. But anyways, you can see, let's zoom out here, make it a little bit easier. There's crazy glare, so I apologize in advance. I've got quite a few tanks behind me lit up right now. But you can see, there's the Germans. These guys have spawned for us, I believe, twice now, but they keep eating the eggs, so I have to rescape their tank. You can tell that there's a pair in here. There's a male and a female, which are on the screen right now. The male just chased off the female over here. But these two are paired up. And you can see, there he goes. Get away. She had laid eggs a couple times and they ended up eating them, so we don't have them anymore, which is a bummer, but I'm going to rescape this tank hopefully soon, and we'll have them covered. But these guys, you can see the common right here. That little brat, it's not him actually, it's the smaller one. I had a group of koi angel eggs, well fertilized, really good batch of them. There's probably 200 to 300 of them. I stuck them in a bowl and decided I was going to float them in the bowl in this tank. As you can see, there's a suction cup, some suction cups that I have made up for that purpose, because before I stuck the bristles in here, I didn't have any problem floating bowls in here. Well, one of the bristles, my little guy, actually I believe it's this one right here, decided on more than one occasion to hop into the bowl and just continue to vacuum suck all of the eggs out. So we lost all of the eggs, and it was partially due to my own fault. I thought I had it situated where they couldn't get into it. I was wrong. I lost my eggs. And you can see in the background, there's a suction cup on a hose. That's the hose that we use for the bowl we usually put in here. Suction cup sticks right to the side. I have it on the bottom. And then the bowl is usually tipped just down a little bit so that the bubbles from the sponge filter back here flow right over the top of the bowl. So there's constant water circulation on the top and the bottom. No chance of fungusing. System works really, really well until you add some brat bristles into it. Then it doesn't work so well, because they decide they're going to just bull hop and eat them all. Sorry, rant, my bad. Anyways, continuing on, German blue rams. These guys were hoping to spawn. Like I said, I'm going to rescape the tank, and you can see there's a pair right there on the screen in front of you. There's 3 females and 1 male in this tank. And the females will fight over the male. The male's picked his one female, apparently, and that's all he wants. So you can see there's one there, then there's another one over here. And these guys are really colored up. And you can see that their bellies are starting to kind of turn blue. Or not blue, purple, I'm sorry. Like a pinkish purple hue on the bellies. That means that they're getting ready to spawn. They're ready, it's like breeding time for them, spawning season for them. I mean, even the one back there you can see from here, it's got a nice little sheen to her. But I'm going to be watching this tank carefully. I'm going to try to go in and rescape it so I can give them a designated area, if you will, to spawn in. so that hopefully they feel better about the location. They don't try to eat the eggs. And if that doesn't work, then I'm just going to start pulling them. I did pick up some egg tumblers due to an issue I had prior, and we'll just do it that way. But you can see they're not playing around. They are very territorial, especially during spawning season, and it's just, that's all there is to it. And these guys are gorgeous. But not only are they gorgeous, let me show you something here. You can see me. I gotta try to fight the glare here, but you can see they'll swim right up to you. They have no problem with it. They want to know what's going on. They're not afraid. So these are another one of these cool fish that I like to keep, or that we like to keep, I should say, because they are not afraid of you. They will come up, they will check out, see what's going on. Oh, of course that one's gonna just swim away. Very slowly, mind you. Let swim away. Well, they'll come up and they'll check out and see what's going on. See, no cares in the world. She's fine. She's gonna come up and check it out and see what it is. Nothing she can eat, she's gonna leave. But they're just really cool to me. They're very personable. They almost remind me of like puppies. They all have their own individual personalities. They'll swim right up. They have no cares in the world. They want to know what's going on at all times. They're really cool to me, at least. And obviously to my other half. But that's one of the reasons why we have these. Even after we spawn them, we'll probably hold on to these guys for quite some time. Just because they are really cool. And you can see that the plants are kind of dusted with food. Partially because we feed heavy and partially because these guys will annihilate pretty much all of that within a matter of 12 hours until they get sprinkled on again. There's 5 of these in here and they're vacuum cleaners. It's crazy. Throughout the leaves, all throughout the sword that's in here, all along the ferns that are in here, they will just devour everything. They don't care. And then I have some metallic red crypt in here as well, there and there. So they literally will go along the leaves and just suck it all up and eat it. They don't care. You can see there's barely any snails in this tank. Partially because the rams will eat them, and partially because they really don't have anything themselves to eat. So, yeah. Anyways, if you get a chance to grab these guys at one point in your life, try them out. They're really fun. They can be somewhat aggressive, but because they're dwarf cichlids, they can be kept with other fish. Just make sure you do your research first before you toss in a bunch of fish. You don't want to have any casualties of war, which happens frequently in this hobby, but you want to limit it whenever you can. Of course, then again, you also have to keep in mind, you never know till you know. I've said that a million times before. I won't say what you can or can't keep fish with because, frankly, we've seen it all. If you've been in the hobby for a long time, people have kept some of the most aggressive fish you can imagine with some of the most passive fish in the world, and it's never mattered. You know, we're ones that have angels with like tetras and stuff, and they don't bother them. So you hear all the time horror stories of angels eating other fish or nipping at them or just completely chowing down on them. And ours, we don't have any issues with. We got a breeding pair upstairs of kois that literally are in a 29 with some tetras and some other stuff, and they don't do anything. They leave them completely alone, even spawning. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, drop them in the box below. If you haven't already, do us a huge favor, hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And as always, happy fish keeping.